Hello my dear students, welcome to one more amazing session. How are you all? So welcome to the score examination preparation. So Sri Chaitanya Academy is in search of bright students like you. So that Sri Chaitanya Academy come across with score examination. This score examination is India's largest scholarship exam. In this examination, we are going to give you awesome gifts to you. So this is why it is India's largest scholarship exam, because this contains 2.5 crore of cash rewards and 350 crore rupees scholarships, and also expect NASA trips, exciting gadgets, and up to 100% scholarships of depending upon the score and depending upon the the course you opt for this. I just want to earn scholarship and prizes like NASA trips, like have you ever dreamed about going to the space shuttle program to visit the United States of America? Here is a chance for you. Don't miss the chance to explore the wonders in space in the United States. Win an exciting trip to NASA. Also, you can say cash rewards, 2.5 crore worth of cash rewards for various students, and also you see up to 100% scholarships depending upon if you opt for any kind of courses, and get a chance to win up to 100% scholarships based on your performance, and gadgets like tablets and laptops. Participate in score examination, stand in a chance to earn exciting gadgets based on your performance. So moving ahead, I just want to show you, link is available in the description box and in the pinned message as well, and start registrations and open the form, fill it and pay your fees, nominal fee about 150 rupees, and attempt your test, and the chance is yours. Chance is yours, you can do it. And in the course of this score examination, any student, you can see here the examination student, there are two tests are given, 28th September and 12th October. Registrations are open and the link is given in the description box. Directly you can click it, srichaitanyascore.com, you can click it and you can launch it and you can do it. And why we are doing this score? So we want to search bright minds like you. And also you will be having a great opportunity to be standing in the great mindsets. And also you see, before going for this, I just want to say we offer this scholarship and will make you to prepare for this also. Really it is awesome. And let us see, in today's class of interest, I wanted to discuss about the previous score examination questions. So you're all excited to write the score examinations. All the best, and let us know how the score examination papers becomes easy or difficult, and what. And any student from grade 3 to 11 can be written. In today's class, we are discussing about the 11th NEET examination score exam paper, and you can write this exam online or offline. So let us go ahead. I just want to give you, this is the previous questions. Quickly, I just want to wind it up. The atomic number of the element next to down the phosphorus in the same period. So in the periodic table, you can see, my dear children. So phosphorus is present here. So phosphorus is belong to 15th group element, right? So phosphorus, nitrogen, okay, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. Okay, the question is asked such a tricky way. So it is going to be 16th oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, and polonium. So it is said that down the phosphorus is arsenic. Arsenic, next to it is going to be selenium. If you look at this selenium, it is going to be 34, you can see, phosphorus, arsenic, and selenium, 34. Answer for this question is going to be 34. How tricky the question is. You like it? And moving ahead, quickly I will finish it, and no need to bother about this. Yes, Sandhya? What? I can't understand exactly. You can atomic number of the element next to down the phosphorus. So next means next in the period, in the same period, right? Got it? Now moving ahead, choose the correct statement. Electronic energy is positive, electron energy inside the negative, inside the atom is negative. So the correct statement, electron value is negative. It is said that it is a positive. And psi square represents the probability finding of an electron per unit volume. Yes, very tricky question, Sandhya. It is true. And psi represents the probability finding of an electron. No, psi has no physical significance. It is simply amplitude of the wave. None of the above statement is correct. It is very simple, don't worry. Like these questions will be there in your score exam. Once you do the score exam, so many exciting things will be there, right? So the answer for this question is 2. The mass of an atom is 6.2 into 10 power minus 23 gram. The mass of equal to 1 gram of the atom. So it is given the mass of an atom, and if you do so, the mass of an atom is going to be here. The mass 1 gram is equal to 6.2 into 10 power minus 23 upon Avogadro number. It is going to be 10 to the power 23. So the answer comes to be here. It is pretty simple, 37.3 here, and it is going to be, what is the necessary to describe the state of a thermodynamic system? What are the state functions? What are the state functions? Pressure, volume and temperature are called state function. So all the state functions has to be detailed knowledge of the motion not required. Average measurable properties of pressure, volume and temperature are required. So that my answer for this question is going to be 2. It's clear. So to say the state of a matter, we require measurable properties, right? I want to say state of H2O. What is the state of H2O? Sandhya, what is state of H2O? What is state of H2O? You say it is a liquid, but I say it is a gas. For that you need to know what is PVT. T is 25 degrees centigrade can tell you. T is 100 degrees centigrade can tell you the state of a matter, right? So thermodynamics, based on thermodynamics you can do it. Newland's octave is not applicable. You know Newland's octave, music chord 1 to 8, every 8th element is going to repeat the properties of the first element. Yes, pretty well, but the properties of these elements, yes, it is true, only up to 20, after atomic number 20. After calcium, those days atomic number is not discovered, of course. After calcium, the Newland's octave doesn't work. So aluminum and gallium, is not working. Why? Because you want to say aluminum, iska niche gallium aata hai. So, but here it is not working. Up to calcium it is applicable. Understand? Clear? Perfect. Now, according to VSEPR theory, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, the shape of SF4, what is the shape of SF4? Sulfur and fluorine, fluorine and fluorine, and it is going to be fluorine. Okay, it is going to be seesaw structure. It is going to be seesaw structure, sp3 dehybridization, right? Steric number 5, 1 lone pair and 4 bond pairs. Okay, and the value of E by M value of the electron, fact, it's a fact, charge of the electron 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs, and 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 28 grams. If you do so, you are going to get the option 1. Got it? This is going to be the option 1. Coulomb per gram. Next, the concentration term without units and independent of temperature, without units. The question itself given the answer. Without units, mole fraction, it's a fraction, has no unit, and it is independent on temperature. You know, independent on temperature and no units, mole fraction. Independent on temperature, mole fraction as well as molality BA. Right? That's good. Nice. So let's see here, the mole fraction is the correct answer. My dear children, Sandhya, is there in the class? If you have any doubt, please ask. Those students who are online, please like the session and subscribe to this channel, so that every day we are coming with some stuff so that it can boost your series. The score examination, the journey is with us. Welcome to Chaitanya Academy. Let us see, which of the following is not a measurable quantity? Electronegativity is the one which relative tendency to attract the shared pair of electron more tendent towards itself is called electronegativity. It has no unit. It has no unit. So we can measure by using a scale, Pauling scale and Mulliken scale. So that electronegativity is the answer. But you can say ionization potential can be measured, atomic radius can be measured, electron affinity can be measured. And the number of angular and radial nodes. Angular nodes, this is angular nodes. Angular nodes is nothing but nodal planes. Nodal planes is equal to L. And radial nodes, it is said to be radial nodes, or it is also called as a spherical nodes, is equal to n minus L minus 1. Okay, for 4d orbital. So for 4d orbital, so L is equal to 2. And 4d orbital, 4 minus 1 is going to be, so 4d orbital. So it is going to be 4 minus 1 is going to be 2. So 2 comma 2, right? And here it is given 2 comma 2 should be the answer. Now, how many moles of ammonia is produced by 5 moles of hydrogen? From hydrogen you can produce ammonia. So nitrogen plus hydrogen gives rise to NH3. So let me balance this. From this balanced equation, I can say 3 mole of hydrogen can produce 2 mole of ammonia. So 1 mole of hydrogen can produce 2 by 3 mole ammonia. It is asking if 5 mole of hydrogen. So if 5 mole of hydrogen, 5 mole of hydrogen is equal to 5 into 2 by 3 is equal to 10 by 3 mole ammonia. So 10 by 3 is going to be the answer, 10 by 3 is going to be the answer, 3.3 is the correct answer. Sandhya, fine, clear, doing good, nice. So when I was discussing about the how to avoid negative marking, so thousands of students are coming and watching. Now I'm expecting the same. Here the subject is being discussed. Let us focus. Now, which of the following represents enthalpy of atomization? What is the meaning of enthalpy of atomization? Atomization is a process. A molecule is completely broken into gaseous atoms. Now, in this process, you can see, do you feel it is an atom? No, it is not. Hydrogen molecule is converted into gaseous atoms, it is correct. Right? So the amount of energy that is required to remove, that is required to break 1 mole of a compound into constituent gaseous atoms is called enthalpy of atomization. Thank you. Those who are online, please like the button, Now, the Lewis formula of the O3 has, you see the O3, oxygen, double bond, oxygen and a double bond, single bond, so that you can see the structures that is seen here. So, this is the Lewis structure. It contains how many sigma bonds? 1, 2 sigma bonds, 1 pi bond, and we are going to see 6 lone pair of electrons. So, the answer is going to be 2, 1, 6. Got it? Now, moving ahead, what is the characteristics of a closed system? Fact, closed system is a system, open system and closed system, and you have isolated system. This is an isolated system. Okay, isolated. What you can say? You can exchange the matter, okay, as well as heat. It cannot exchange the matter, it can exchange the heat, neither exchange the matter nor exchange the heat. So, the answer is going to be the fact there is an exchange of energy, but not a matter into the surroundings, right? That's perfect. And if the wavelength of a photon 2.2 into 10 power minus 11, you are asked to calculate the momentum, use the de Broglie concept, de Broglie concept. So, according to de Broglie, lambda is equal to h by p, wavelength, Planck's constant, and the momentum p is equal to h by lambda. So, h is equal to 6.626 into 10 power minus 34, and the wavelength is given 2.2 into 10 power minus 11. So, the answer comes to be 3 into 10 power minus 23. Hope you understand. Clear? Sandhya, fine? So, the question paper has to be solved in such a way that time is also very important. It is not asked to derive big things. You can do super questions, you can do it, right? Now, moving ahead, XeF4. What is the shape of XeF4? This is your XeF. F is a square planar structure. It is going to be a square planar structure. So, I want to say this is square planar. SF4 we have seen just now, it is a seesaw structure, and NH4 it is going to be tetrahedral. Nitrogen it is tetrahedral, so it is going to be tetrahedral. And BRF3, BR it is T-shaped, F and F, and it is going to be 2 lone pairs of electron. It is a T-shape, a bent T-shape. So, that is the reason why T-shape should be like this. This should be bent T-shape. The angle is less than, slightly less than 90 degrees due to bond pair repulsion. So, I would like to say this is the option for this question. If you have any doubts, you please ask us. And this score examination is India's largest scholarship examination. That's the reason why the entire India is watching you, and you want to stand at this childhood days where you stand in the India's competition. Okay, we are creating an impact, participate in that impact. Come on. So, the enthalpy of formation of C2H4, CO2 and H2O liquid are given 52, 394, 286 respectively. The enthalpy of combustion of C2H4. What is enthalpy of combustion? The energy released when 1 mole of a compound is completely subjected for burning, combustion. So, that C2H4 when you combustion, so it is going to give you carbon dioxide and water. So, let me balance this for 1 mole of this, it requires 2 and make it 3 and make it 2. So, enthalpy of combustion can be calculated, that is given as enthalpy of reaction, okay, Rxn is equal to sum of the enthalpies of formation of products minus sum of the enthalpies of formation of reactant. So, what are the products here? So, that is going to be 2 into enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide plus 2 into enthalpy of formation of water minus 1 into C2H4, enthalpy of formation of C2H4 plus 3 into enthalpy of formation of O2. So it is given 2 into enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide 1, 2. So that is going to be 394 plus, and enthalpy of formation of water, that is equal to 286, 2 into 286 minus enthalpy of formation of C2H4 is going to be 52 into 1 plus 3 into 0, because enthalpy of formation of oxygen is going to be 0, because standard enthalpy of formation of any elemental substance is going to be taken as 0 as a thermodynamics rule. By doing so, this is going to be the answer for this question, my dear children, and this is going to be the second is the answer for this question. Okay. Moving ahead, during the change in O2 to O2 plus, always when the electron is removed, when you want to remove the electron, it has to be removed from the anti-bonding molecular orbital. O2 is going to be sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, okay, sigma 2pz2 and pi 2p x2, pi 2p y2 and pi star 2p x1, pi star 2p y1. So always remove the electron from the highest energetic orbital, mind it, so that it has to be removed from pi star 2p x or by tall. It could be y also, not a match, right? That's perfect. Let us do one more question here. Which of the following elements requires the radiation of highest wavelength? Highest wavelength means minimum energy. Minimum energy. Why? Because energy is inversely proportional to the wavelength for the photoelectric emission. So the atom which is having the lowest ionization energy will have the minimum energy of the work function. So that I would like to say it's a cesium. Down the group ionization energy is decreased. Yes or no? That's good. So the molar mass of acetic acid. Molar mass of acetic acid dissolved in the water is 90 grams per mole. So degree of dimerization. How to calculate degree of dimerization? I minus 1 by n minus 1. How do I get I? I is equal to molecular weight observed, molecular weight calculated. Molecular weight observed and molecular weight calculated. That is going to be 90 upon 60. So you take 90 upon 60, 0.66 will come, 0.667 will come. Now it is going to be 0.667 minus 1 upon dimerization. N is equal to 2 for dimerization. Two molecules joined together is called dimerization. So that minus 1. On doing so, you are going to get option 1 is the answer for this question, and it is very important for calculating solutions problems. Okay. Right. Moving ahead, the behavior of samarium Z is equal to 62 and europium Z is equal to 63. Both are similar because both can show both yes plus 2 as well as plus 3 oxidation state. So F block elements, you will understand this. Now the number of moles of AgCl that can be precipitated. So this is a complex. So to ionize this complex, anything square outside the square bracket can be separated. So that you can say Cr NH3 4 Cl2, and it is going to give you Cl minus, so that if we add AgNO3, you will be getting AgCl as a precipitate. So this is your AgCl precipitate. Got it? So this is the complex. 1 mole of the precipitate can be formed, and KMnO4 is a purple color due to charge transfer phenomena. If unpaired electrons are there, they are colored. Due to charge transfer phenomena, they are colored. But here KMnO4, so there is no unpaired electron present in the d orbital of manganese in KMnO4. Both are true, and the assertion itself is explanation, but reason is not explaining. Both assertion is and reason is correct, but reason is not actually explaining the assertion. Assertion itself is explaining the reason. Okay. Now I just want to say molar ionic conductivities of divalent cation and anion. So cation and anions are there. Okay. So I mean to say AB is ionizing to gives rise A2 plus and B2 minus. Okay. So molar limiting molar conductivity of AB is equal to ionic conductivity of A2 plus and ionic conductivity of B2 minus. So it is going to be 57 and it is going to be 73. Now the answer is going to be 130 is the correct answer for this question. Bacho, hope you are enjoying this. Clear? Yes, that's good. So the speed what we are doing, that helps you a lot. The rate of gaseous phase reaction becomes half if the volume of the container is doubled. What is the order of a reaction? Concentration inversely proportional to number of moles upon volume. So it says that half the volume, okay, and the rate of gaseous reaction becomes half if the volume of the container is doubled. So if V becomes 2V, okay, then C becomes C by 2. So rate is directly proportional to concentration to the power n. For first order, rate is directly proportional to the concentration. If the concentration is halved, rate is halved. So it is the property of the order, first order. Answer is going to be 1. Very tricky, Sandhya. And one more, consider this a table. You have to understand this table. What is this? First ionization energy, second ionization energy, third ionization energy. When you see these values is increasing. 899, 1757, happy. 1757, 1487, 14,000. So there is a big jump between second and third, right? And you can see 737, 1450, 7731. Okay. Now both AB belongs to the group second elements. Okay. And but this has a low ionization energy than this. So we can say B is below the A in the periodic table. My dear students, I want to say here, if the ionization 1, ionization 2, a big gap is seen, group 1 element. If ionization 2, ionization 3, big gap is there, it is a group 2 element. 3 to 4, group 13 element, like that. Okay. So the answer is going to be option 4. So this kind of questions are very important while you answer this. Okay. And you can see this picture is not there. Whenever you can say, I want to say a chemical bonding is formed by the overlapping of the orbital. Okay. So when the overlapping of orbital takes place, the overlapping orbital should have nearly same energy, should have a proper orientation. Then only overlapping takes place. Otherwise, it will not be overlapped. That gives a zero overlap. right? Talking about an element E has ionization energy X and electron affinity Y. So ionization energy plus electron affinity by 2 is going to be electronegativity according to Mulliken scale. But this Mulliken scale values are 2.8 times greater values than the Pauling scale. So I would say this is correct and this is correct. A and B is going to be correct. Electronegativity values based on this equation is asked here. And leave it. Yeah, a compound contain 8.7% hydrogen, 74% carbon and 17.3% nitrogen. The molecular formula of the compound, if the molecular mass is given 162. You know how to calculate empirical formula and molecular formula. So let us tabulate this 8.7% of hydrogen. Let us see here 17.74% carbon. You can see carbon 74%, carbon 74%, and nitrogen 17.3%, hydrogen 8.7%. And divide this percentage values with their respective atomic numbers. And the division what you got is divided with the respect to smallest possible number. 1.23 is the smallest number. Take this 1.23 and divide with all the numbers, you got 517. So that I got empirical formula as carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, C5N1H7. Based on that, you can calculate this empirical formula weight. Molecular formula weight is given. N factor you can calculate and N is multiplied here. Empirical formula and empirical formula weight is 81. And the molecular formula, you can say it is given 162, it is given. Divide by 81, you got 2. And this empirical formula is multiplied with these 2 to get the molecular formula C10 N2H14. Dear children, so a paper is completely discussed and we will discuss series of the papers and you have 2 examinations, you can prove yourself. And let's see here the score. Already I promoted what is score and for what we are doing. India's largest scholarship examination. Registrations are over, don't forget to register. SriChaitanyascore.com and the pinned messages, it is there and you click it, directly fill the form and enroll yourself. Examination dates 28th September and 12th October. And for 28th September, 26th September registrations are open. So what is actually a score? So it is a national level scholarship examination in education purpose. And for grade 3 to grade 12 we can write. You may be a student of Sri Chaitanya, you may not be a student of Sri Chaitanya, still you are eligible to write. It is conducted by Sri Chaitanya, both online format and offline format. And our goal is to identify and reward the academic talent. You want to be in that? Yes, we will. And score, why should we take score? Scholarship can give win up to 100% amount. Compete with India's brightest students. Cash prizes and exciting gadgets. And recognition, gadgets and rewards and competitive examination exposures. And why not everything? And who can apply? Any student from grade 3 to 11 can apply. And date of examination 8th September to 12th October. Mode of examination online as well as offline. And registration, we can do it. And score test date 28th September ka. Last date for registration for test 26th September का 12th अक्टूबर डेट के लिए आप 10th अक्टूबर तक रजिस्ट्रेशन कर सकते हो. Right, date of examination depends on the center you choose, and why not, link is there. At last you can click it and you can do it. बच्चों, for 5th standard students up to 60 minutes is the examination time, and for 6th to 7th 75 minutes is the examination time. Grade 8th to 12th 11th 120 minutes is the examination time. And the timelines and the question paper, everything we are going to give you the training as well. and please like this session, share with your friends, and comment here if you have any doubts, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and follow us. We are on the social media, and thank you and welcome. All the best for your score examination. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the session. Please like the session, and signing off, Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. Thank you.